Yeah, I don't think we're getting past that. Not yet. And to find the other side. What's going on here? Whoa. I do appreciate that you can see the path that the water's taking to get down. Like there's a trough that's cutting into the slope. Looks a little strange from here. In part what I'm iffy on, and it could be the perspective, but it seems like the slope is so steep. Yeah, it looks unnatural to me. I think it's that the slope is so steep that I wouldn't expect the water to follow such a specific path consistently like that. And it'd be kind of spewing out and branching more. There's kind of a hint of it there, because you can see over there there's like a wetness, like water is going down this alternate path kind of at a trickle somewhere, although I'm not really sure where it's coming from. It almost looks like it just spawns midway through the mountain. But there's like the wetness of like water kind of trickling down in sheets around here. But like that, at this angle it almost looks vertical, and I'm like, that water, if it becomes too close to vertical, it would just fall off the rock entirely, but really it's just the water would be moving at such a speed, I wouldn't expect it to meander like that. Water meanders more when it's moving slower, and goes pretty straight when it's moving faster. And that kind of insane rock slope feels like it wouldn't be like that kind of a specific snaking path. I also wonder about the logistics of how it's crashing into here, but I can ignore the long-term like the geology here of like how this is affected by the stream, because like this doesn't necessarily have to be... Huh. I'm kind of back and forth there. It crashing into the rocks is kind of weird, and also there's not really much of like that water is flowing down at a constant rate but vanishes entirely. There's not really a puddle here. There's some mud, but like the water's not really going anywhere. It's just vanishing out of existence. And I'm also mixed, because like on one hand I'm like, these rocks being in the way, I'm like, sure, I guess, because like the water level was higher a moment ago. But if the water level is higher and it's not reflected in the geology here, the path the water's taking, why does it have a path that it's cut into the side of the slope? Like it's been doing this for a while? Like almost maybe the water shouldn't be reflecting the local area. But like the water level's changed enough times that I'm not really entirely sure what the normal water level is. Although I'd be inclined to think that the lowest water level might be the most common one, and that the snake creates the highest water levels artificially. But there's a lot of crashed ships everywhere. Hello. Oh shit, that has a bomb on it. I'll never fully appreciate what I just blew up. But let's see if there's one on this side. There's whatever that is. I didn't even see that before. Oopsie. I'm not sure what I'm accomplishing there. I think if I go around I might learn something about that. Let's see. I'm such a sucker for just having a big, cool-looking place to explore. And also nitpick little details of weirdness around it. People mistake that... Oh, there's another one. Jesus. People mistake that sometimes as being like me. Being like, and that's why the game's bad! When usually it's just I'm just discussing the thing for the sake of discussing the thing, and I'm not like, and that's why it gets a 7 instead of an 8. Like it's just like, no, I just want to overanalyze this one little detail over here.
I see something down there.
Because they put a lot of work into this stuff, so you want to, like, they want you to look at the really, really minor details, like how there's seaweed hanging off of everything because the water level used to be higher and stuff like that, and it leads to obvious follow-up questions. And sometimes it stands up to scrutiny, and sometimes it doesn't. And the act of scrutinizing it itself is part of the fun. Otherwise, you're just like, this area is a series of hallways, and I will quickly pass through them to the next destination. And all you see is the polygons in your head and not the actual details. Although I do come out the other side sometimes, because some people scrutinize a bit less, and they maintain a certain level of immersion. Whereas for some people, I'm almost infamous for my tendency to not...
You want to reach here?
Oop, there's a void there. There's yeah, but this is my way in, isn't it? Whereas it's sometimes against other people's taste that I specifically view games as games, as opposed to like worlds. Hello. Bad doggy. Bad doggy. Bad doggy. Bad doggy. Bad doggy. Bad doggy. What does this do? Best of Realms. I didn't have to fight anything along the way. Oh, W. Okay, there's a thorn. Okay, so it's a symbol. Somewhere. Somewhere. Out there. There's a combination I'm trying to input. And I don't even really know where, but that's one. The other one was available over by the explodey rock. I thought that this landing might go behind the explodey rock and give me access, but it seems to be a very brief dead end. But I do have to stand here to access that, because you can't throw your axe from a boat for some reason. For gameplay reasons. A monster. What? There must have been two birds. There must have been two birds. I love the details with all the kelp and stuff everywhere. Like, they really sell the idea, like, no, this place was underwater recently. Also, apparently for a while. Like, this world serpent just doesn't have much else to do besides to sit around and sit still for so long that an entire ecosystem can spring up around its behavior, which is impressive. You're definitely directly rewarded for exploring with these Yggdrasil tiers that are just straight up permanent upgrades to your character. I'm betting I get up there, then I slide down to there, to that platform, and that's when I can finally access the angle to blow up that rock. Because there's probably an explodey thing behind it, but I couldn't see it from that side. What's that? Oh, it's a witch. Hi. Go fuck yourself. You cover the screen with so many particle effects and things just to delete this lady that you can't even see her anymore. I'm like, I don't know, she's in there somewhere. She's probably ready to get killed. There it goes. 1,000 hack silver. Ah. Gonna need a better angle. I can see it in there, but I can't see it correctly. Can I retrieve it through? I might be able to retrieve it through the rock. Nah, it's a little hard to aim. The return angle. Oh, hi. How you doing? Where you at? Where you at? There you are. That'll teach you to have an annoying homing poison floor thing. By the way, I had a reflexive reaction to this thing. I saw this little guy, I'm like, oh, Paratoad, stay away. I interpreted it as a gameplay element for a moment there, until I remembered what game I'm playing. Your arrows are lame. Except for when they're awesome. But they can't destroy things. They're very specific about that. I have not seen this mechanic for a while. How did it work? Wasn't I just... I thought I was just putting an ice axe on it and that would freeze the local bad thing. Huh. Oh shit, I forgot.
Right, that's just perfect.
Well, that's embarrassing. I forgot that you can't open them. At one point I got away with running into it and grabbing the thing, but you can't open chests in poison mode. And also, holy fuck, he got downed instantly. Like, I don't think that's a case of Kratos pretending for the sake of Atreus. Like, that's just straight up like... that's just straight up, he is really vulnerable to that. It kills him. I had to break them all again, it's mandatory. Oh, here we go. Oops. Oh, we're still good, okay. I accidentally hit the pot instead of breaking the chain. I was trying to remember. I think I used to shoot a thing with my axe and it would freeze the thing and then the poison stopped coming out or something. But I don't 100% remember. There's a lot of different environment mechanics to remember. And then there's the sneaky ones that don't show up for a while. I recently I was finishing off the ending of Superland, all the post-game stuff recently, and that really stood out to me. Is like there's some really, really obscure puzzles or like strange interactions and mechanics that show up like once in the entire game, and so then when they show up again, you're like, what do I do? Oh god. And then you feel like an idiot when you remember, inevitably. Which way do I want to go next? Oh, okay, the zip line's up there, so we want to go this way first.
Boy.
Boy. Boy.
Wonder who wrote this.
The Aesio's punishment. Captain Eric, this is our fault. We managed to find a way inside one of the Asgardian libraries you told us to stay away from, and made off with more coin in one day than we'd see from years of trading. But the thunderstorm that sank your fleet, during the tempest, I had a vision. Thor himself came to me. He appeared on the deck of the Maria Sudin in a bolt of lightning, and demanded vengeance. We stole from the gods, he said, and for that we must be punished. A brilliant flash of light followed, then everything went dark. We awoke, stranded up here. Somehow we managed to survive the shipwreck, though I imagine it is part of the Aesir's punishment. Now we are forced to live out our last few days, stranded on a cliff, surrounded by hellwalkers and tatzelworms, starving at each other's throats. It won't be long now. Will Aegir be understanding? Will Ran be compassionate? Or will they cast me out to freeze in hell? I suppose it is not for me to know. I'm sorry, Captain Eric. Stole from the gods. And they're not the forgiving type. Like at all. Ooh. There's also a rope going down here. Oh. Turns out I wanted to go up that way either way then. Where is it? I hear it. Where'd it go? I don't hear it anymore. I don't think it was a regular bird. Maybe I'll see it when I get up there. Alright, so we'll have to go up here twice, because there's 2 zip lines. Trying to see if there's any other paths or if this was the only one. Because that's a visually chaotic little column. Is that a zipline that comes down to here? No, I don't think that's a zipline. Seems to be like a lift. Oh yeah. Huh. Huh. This area is nuts. And it was all underwater? It survived that? I imagine you might be able to jump. No, it's too far away. Huh, we'll get to that. I'm gonna focus on the other two things I was juggling in my head. Got a few things going on now, huh? Hey, another flame. This one's already lit, though. Well, I was already here. Yeah, we've been here before. This is one of the shipwrecks from before. But now these zip lines make more sense because they actually go to somewhere. Because that used to be, this all used to be underwater down here. What a cool world idea to have multiple layers that reveal themselves over time, so that even as you're exploring areas, oh, there's one. Is that the one I was hearing? Probably. It's a cool layout for a world. Just realizing that, like, midway through exploring in the area, you reach the one room that was available before, and you go past it, because both before and after, there's more context in all the different directions. Ymir's Vengeance. Low perk activation, chance to create a frost explosion on any successful hit. But I have the shock, I have a shock thing. You don't understand my relationship with lightning and chain lightning, apparently. If you think you can tempt me. These are messing with me. These Yggdrasil drops keep showing up everywhere, and like they're still blue. So when I'm spinning my camera around, I'm like, bird, and then I'm like, ah, branch. Trying to catch them birds. Not psyched about having to climb back up a few times. Gotta go this way. Gotta go this way. I keep a lot in my head at once right now. A lot of loose ends to follow on. Wait, I got mixed up. I was thinking of that was the... because that was the crate I wanted to get to a moment ago. I hear another bird that seems like it's too close to be the one I saw in the distance. Bothering me. I think there might be another one over here. There might be one up there somewhere, but I would have probably heard it when I was there earlier, if it was there. I don't know. It's probably the one over there. Yeah, I think that's the ear I'm hearing it in. It's just so far away, I wouldn't expect to be able to hear it at that distance. Not gonna lie, I lost track of something. I blew up something and gained access to a chest, and I don't remember if I already looted the chest just now, or if I lost track of where it was. I've got a couple too many dangling threads. I think I already looted it and then just forgot, because I mixed it up with this one in my head for a moment there. Here we go, though. It was probably super straightforward, where I saw a thing, blew it up, looted the chest, and then I remembered the other one that I needed to blow up, and then remembered that I blew something up, and just kind of thought for a moment, oh, I already blew that one up, let's go down there, and then then I went down and it wasn't blown up, and I'm like, hang on a second, rewind. I've got a few steps to go back. As I goofed somewhere. Alright, let's try to get to the other zipline that I was going for originally, and I'll ignore these weird lifts for now. We'll get to them next. Because that's just a whole new fucking tangent to go on, and I should try to clean up my original loose end if I can. This is the whole crazy crane. Can I reach that? I can.
Want to see what we can trade those for?
I might have been able to get this one. Oh, I just finished the last abandoned ship. I might have been able to get that one at the beginning, actually. There a zipline up here? No, just that chest. Yep. Here we go. Yeah, this is the one I want to go on. But this was, I think the rope was visible before, but it was going underwater. Because none of this was visible before. Die, poison! It almost feels like a reminder of how the poison works. Yep, there's one of the combos we saw from earlier. Oh, that's really far away. the axe didn't make it at all. The best way to judge distance is just go for it. Alright, so if I go up here, I'll probably find the chest that needs this combination. There's the third one. And there's another chest, but not the combination chest. It's an explodey chest. So where are the explodies hiding?
A wolver.
A dangerous beast. We will take him down together.
Do you call it a wolver? Oh my god, this game has werewolves in it. I love it. Look at you. I'm gonna rip your head off, aren't I? Uh-oh. This is gonna hurt. Ah. He's got that thing that... Oh, shit. That's a... Wow. At first I was like, he's got that kind of dire wolf thing that some people do where they cover him in spikes. And then he pulled out the Wolverine claws. I'm like, oh, that's why you called him a wolver, huh? Jesus. Oh, yep. 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 No, yep. Oh, I didn't feel good about that one.
You are more focused.
Knowing Kratos, I was like, he's probably gonna do the really distressing jaw break, isn't he? And he did something worse. He ripped his fucking jaw off so hard that his entire front of his body came off. Ah. Kind of glad that it's kind of blurry and dark and hard to see. It's just more like the suggestion of violence as opposed to the being able to clearly make out. That might have been the individual lighting of this area. Ooh, there they are. Werewolves are still a relatively rare occurrence in video games. So I celebrate their appearance from time to time when they show up. It's even rarer to get to actually play as one. Gotta play a vampire game. Which, if you're somebody that's like, I want to see werewolves in games, having to like play a vampire game to get to the werewolves is like kind of annoying because you're like, no, the rival. I don't want vampires. Get these goths out of here. So, oh. No one's behind me. Oh, you're saying you're behind me, like, supportively? Ah! Alright. Leaving the ledge made him just die instantly. It counted as falling off a cliff. That's funny. The rules aren't the same for us. Anybody else? You're oh my god, the screen, it shakes so much. I don't think I fully acknowledged how much the screen shakes in that animation before until I was just standing still. In general, a lot of the effects in this game feel like they're trying to get in the way of being able to accurately see what's happening during combat. Sometimes it's just like, yeah, good luck telling what's happening. So I've also been here already. I've already lit this before at the previous water level. There's a chest waiting down there, but can I get back up? I think this is a climb spot. Yeah, it's not a jump, so I can get back up easily. Cool. There we go. So that one's teeth. Is that the one that has to change? Maybe? It might already be counting. Okay, so make this a thorn, I guess. And then we're good, I think. No? Huh. Oh, I think it stops lighting up when you get it. Right? It seems like making it show up makes it stop lighting up. Which is the opposite of what I would kind of expect. Or what I remember. So we need thorn, teeth, squiggle. So you're already thorn, aren't you? Yeah. So we just need the other one to be the squiggle. Which is the one that was locked up, I think? Did I ever unlock that? No. There must be a way to blow it up. Maybe downstairs. Which I've now unlocked as an option. Hey, can you help me out here? Just give it a bite. I'm not seeing explosives around here. I don't think I've been up here yet. Help? Aha. Very specific angle. Wait. Oh, there we go. The paddle's over there. There's only one. Are we good? Okay. So now all three of them have stopped being lit up. Which sounds counterintuitive. It feels like you'd want to make them all light up, right? But it seemed like the other ones where I got the right symbol made them stop lighting up. I thought. I could be wrong about everything. We'll see. I mean, it's pretty obvious what I need to switch if this is wrong. Nope, okay, cool. I swear there was times where I was supposed to make them light up. But I might be full of it. That's a lot of fire and explosive. It's all good. More hack silver. It's kind of fun to make the number keep going up without the notification going away. The mists of Helheim. Ooh. A lingering area of effect attack that creates a small hazard that inflicts frost damage to all enemies inside. I would like more stats on some of these. Like, Increase the duration of the hazard is the upgrade, but how long does it last normally? Kind of nice to know, like concrete numbers. I have a cooldown, which is it's over a minute, but that's about it. So first you increase its duration, then you can increase its duration and size. That's just a big bad motherfucker. That's a fun idea. If it lasts long enough, which you can't get, you don't get a hint of how long it lasts from this. I guess I could just equip it. That's the thing to do. Pristine Ore of the Realm. Flawless stone containing a mixture of rare metals. Used to upgrade powerful armor. Only found in Iron Cove. So here. Only here. Probably only that one. No, the weird elevator things probably lead to more. How long do you last? Oh, it has my axe in it still. So I gotta go into punchy mode. So I could use this spot to kind of to defend myself. I don't know. I would guess 15 seconds. I'm not great at time. Lasts a little while. Lasts a little while. Alright, well that's good. We accomplished the thing. Nice little self-contained, explore this zone, figure out the puzzle of this island episode.